गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यम् केशवं बादरायणम् सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारम् शक्तेः पौत्रमकल्मषम् पराशरात्मजं वन्दे शुकतातं तपोनिधिम्। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अचतुर्वदनो ब्रह्मा द्विबाहुरपरो हरिः अभाललोचनशम्भुः भगवान् बादरायणः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति।
Page 47. Fourth line. न यथोक्त विशेषणस्य जगतः यथोक्त विशेषणम् ईश्वरम् मुक्त्वा अन्यतः प्रधानात् अचेतनात् अणुभ्यः अभावात् संसारिणो वा उत्पत्त्यादि संभावितुं शक्यं न च स्वभावतः विशिष्टदेशकाल निमित्तानामुपादानात् देशकाल निमित्तानाम् इह उपादानात् एतद् एव अनुमानम् संसारी व्यतिरिक्त ईश्वर अस्तित्वादि साधनं मन्यन्ते। ईश्वरकारिणः ननु इह अपि तदेव उपन्यस्तम् जन्मादिसूत्रे न वेदान्तवाक्य कुसुमग्रथनार्थत्वात् सूत्राणां वेदान्तवाक्यानि सूत्रैः उदाहृत्य विचार्यन्ते। वाक्यार्थ विचारण अध्यवसान निर्वृत्ता ही ब्रह्म अवगतिः न अनुमानादि प्रमाणांतर निर्वृत्ता सत्सुतु वेदान्तवाक्येषु जगतः जन्मादिकारणवादिषु तदर्थग्रहण दार्ढ्याय अनुमानम् अपि वेदान्तवाक्य अविरोधी प्रमाणम् भवन्न निवार्यते। श्रुत्यैव च सहायत्वेन तर्कस्य अभ्युपेतत्वात् तथा हि श्रोतव्यो मंतव्यः इति श्रुतिः। पंडितो मेधावी गन्धारानेव उपसंपद्येत एवं एव आचार्यवान् पुरुषो वेद इति च पुरुष बुद्धि साहाय्यम् आत्मनो दर्शयति न धर्म जिज्ञासायाम् इव श्रुत्यादयः एव प्रमाणम् ब्रह्म जिज्ञासायाम् किन्तु श्रुत्यादयः अनुभवादयश्च यथा संभवम् इह प्रमाणम् अनुभव अवसानत्वात् भूत वस्तु विषयत्वाच्च ब्रह्मज्ञानस्य कर्तव्ये हि विषये न अनुभव अपेक्षा अस्ति इति श्रुत्यादीनाम् एव प्रामाण्यं स्यात् पुरुष अधीन आत्मलाभत्वाच्च कर्तव्यस्य कर्तुम् अकर्तुम् अन्यथा वा कर्तुं शक्यं लौकिकं च कर्म यथा अश्वेन गच्छति तद्भ्याम् अन्यथा वा न वा गच्छति इति तथा हतिरात्रे षोडशिनं गृह्णाति नातिरात्रे षोडशिनं गृह्णाति उदिते जुहोति अनुदिते जुहोति इति विधि प्रतिषेधाश्च अर्थवन्तः स्युः विकल्पो उत्सर्ग अपवादाश्च न तु वस्तु एवं नैवम् अस्ति न अस्तीति वा विकल्प्यते विकल्पनास्तु पुरुष बुद्ध्यापेक्षाः न वस्तु याथात्मज्ञानम् पुरुष बुद्ध्यपेक्षम् किं तर्हि वस्तु तंत्रम् एव तत् नहि स्थाणवावेकस्मिन् स्थाणुर्वा पुरुषः अन्यः वेति तत्त्वज्ञानं भवति तत्र पुरुषोऽन्यः वेति मिथ्याज्ञानं स्थाणुरेव इति तत्त्वज्ञानं वस्तुतन्त्रत्वात् एवं भूतवस्तुविषयाणां प्रामाण्यं वस्तुतन्त्रं तत्रैवं सति ब्रह्मज्ञानमपि वस्तुतन्त्रम् एव भूतवस्तुविषयत्वात् We were seeing yesterday that after completing the meaning of each word of the sutra, Bhashyakar brings up 2 points, and these 2 points are elaborated in Swayam Prabha and some other places also. So what were the 2 points? First point was that Nayayik had told that Ishwar can be proved by logic without the support of Shruti. Ishwar can be proved by logic without bringing the Shruti into picture. And therefore the second sutra, Janmadi Asya Yataha, is not only telling about the Lakshana of Brahman, but also this is the pramana of Brahman. Because if Jagat is the Karya, so Karan is there, and therefore Jagat is the Karya and Brahman or Ishwar is the Karan. And because of this Karya and Karan, so from seeing the Karya, there were 3 Anuman he did yesterday. And because of the 3 Anuman, he is trying to prove that, see, I have not taken the help of Shruti, but I have proved Ishwar. And as I said, that this kind of logic is more, more appealing to the ordinary person. We also use such kind of logic to very gross intellect people. Because ordinary person, if you say Veda, Shruti, he will think that we are trying to be superstitious about certain things. And first logic, first Anuman, remember Anuman is based on Vyapti Gyan. And if the Vyapti is defective, that means it is not based on perception everywhere. It should be Avyabhicharani Vyapti. It should be proved everywhere. Like if I say, Yatra yatra dhuma tatra tatra vanni. So this should not be there, that somewhere I smoke, see, but fire was not there. This is called Vyapti has collapsed here. Therefore, first point of Anuman he said, I am repeating it, that yatra yatra karyam tatra tatra kartrikam. Wherever there is a product, there is a doer, there is a creator of that product. This was the first Vyapti to prove, because Jagat is a Karya and therefore there has to be a creator of Jagat. In this, the Vedantis refuted that. They said, but Vyapti should be based on perceptional knowledge. And we have 2 kinds of things which is seen in this world. One is which are artificial. There your Vyapti agrees. But one which are not made by human beings, there your Vyapti doesn't hold good. And therefore, your Vyapti is not a Vyabhicharani Vyapti. It is being contradicted. It is being refuted. I have already described it. Second point, what he said was that Ishwar, that Jagat Karta will be Ishwar, Jiva Bhinnatvena Chetanatvat. Akulala Iva. So he said, one who has made the Jagat will be Chetan, because Jagat is made by any intelligent thing only. So somebody said, so only that Ishwar, see this is the problem here, is different than the Jiva. And because, well, why it is different? Because we never see that Jiva can make the Jagat. What our experience is, anything Jiva has made, it has mixed already existing thing and made. Supposing the Jiva has made aeroplane. So all the things which are used in aeroplane is already existing. The plastic is already existing, metals are also already existing. And whatever, there is no element Jiva has not made. Jiva has just combined the elements. And therefore, there is one Ishwar who is not the nature of Jiva. And because it is not the nature of Jeev, and therefore that Ishwar will be other than Jeev, totally different and distinct than Jeev. This is the Nyaya Ishwar. And there is where Vedanta does not agree to that issue. I hope you are following. To this point, again their Vyapti was wrong. What is the Vyapti? That wherever there is a conscious being, other than the Jeev, that must be Ishwar. Wherever there is a conscious being other than the Jeev, that must be Ishwar, who is the Jagat Karta. Again this Vyapti was refuted because we never see any conscious being other than Jeev. So that Vyapti again is broken here. Third point, what they said, that Ishwar will be Sarvagya because it is Sarvakartrika. Because one who makes something, he should know about that thing. So because the Jagat has been made by Ishwar, therefore he should know all the Jagat. This is the. So yatra yatra sarvkartrikam tatra tatra sarvagyam. Now this is the another problem. In the Nyaya, because they don't accept any Maya, etc. And they don't accept Ishwar with Sharir. Because if they accept Ishwar Sharir, then they have to accept that Ishwar is in the Desh, in the world. So they said Ishwar does not have body, subtle body, and even the gross body. Now with this problem was, and they also say that knowledge always comes from the mind. When Ishwar does not have body, then Ishwar cannot have knowledge also. Forget about Sarvagya, he cannot be Alpagya also, because he does not have mind, therefore knowledge won't take place. These are the three problems which has been discussed at certain places, and you must have thought. See, I hope you are not thinking that this, what is it called? We are refuting the Ishwar. And therefore, one who gave this, there is one Govindanand Saraswati who commented on this point. And after refuting this Ishwar of Nyaya, please note, Ishwar of Nyaya, as a part of his, what shall I say, not guilt, but as a part of his devotion, he wrote one shlok, Mangalacharan shlok on Lord Krishna, after refuting this. His Ishtadevata was Lord Krishna. Therefore, after refuting like that, so readers may not may misconstrue that he has been refuting Ishwar. I am repeating it. Ishwar is not refuted. Ishwar as propounded by Nyaya, without taking the Shruti, that Ishwar Siddhi is refuted. Ishwar Siddhi Nyayasya Ishwar is refuted. Now, I hope you will not get confused, so I will touch upon some topic about it. What Ishwar has, what is the Swarup of Ishwar in Vedanta, and how will it hold true? How will it hold true? Ishwar in Vedanta is proved by Shruti. How will you say Ishwar is there in Vedanta? Mayam tu prakritim vidyam mainam tu maheshwaram. This comes in which Upanishad? Shveta Shvatar Upanishad. You have to know the Shruti also. They'll say this Prakriti is Maya and this Mainam is Maheshwaram. Mayam tu, very famous line is there. Mayam tu Prakritim Viddhi, Mainam tu Maheshwaram. Just remember one line, very common, very oft quoted line is this. Ishwar the Maheshwar, before propounding the Ishwar, what Vedanta did. They say, let me tell about first the nature of Brahman or Atma. And when they told the nature of Brahman and Atma, which is the consciousness alone, now the consciousness cannot become doer. It cannot become creator. There is no doer, there is no enjoyer, there is no Lord in the consciousness. So pure consciousness is not the Ishwar at all. Pure consciousness, although sometimes Brahma and Ishwar word, as in the second sutra, we have used both of them for the Ishwar also, Brahma also. But when we talk about Jagat Karta Ishwar, that Jagat Karta Ishwar is not the Shuddha Brahma. Shuddha Brahma cannot become doer because doer will always modify. Supposing you have to do, so you will modify. So pure Brahma cannot be Ishwar. Then which Brahman is Ishwar? But so Ishwar Siddhi cannot be there through the consciousness. There cannot be Ishwar actually, only Brahman alone is there. Ishwar, existence of Ishwar. Which Ishwar? I am repeating it. Doer Ishwar, giver Ishwar, Phaldatta Ishwar, destroyer Ishwar. This is not possible because it has the element of modification in it. Then something is not possible but perceptible. We see that Jagat is made, we see that Karma Phal is given, we see that Pralay also happens, we see that everything is held in its own laws. And therefore, there must be an Ishwar. But this Ishwar will always be by Maya. Really, Ishwar cannot be there. So, this upadhi, which upadhi? Of doing, sustaining, destroying. Kavim Puranam Anushasitaram. Anushasitaram. Haroraniyan Smaridya Sarvasya Dataram Achintya Rupam. Sarvasya Data. Data. When you see the world, you see everything is in a big discipline. Lot of Anushasan is there, lot of tightness of rules are there. You can't stop old age, you can't stop, death. You can't stop fruit of action. You can't stop. So there is somebody who is holding the whole world. So that consciousness, conditioned by Maya, who is the holder of the rules, who is the creator, who is the destroyer, who is the sustainer, he is called the Ishwar. But Ishwar, tasya kartaram apimam vidhi akartaram avneyam. Bhagavan says, although tasya kartaram, I am the doer, but know me as non-doer. See that? If you have not studied Vedanta, they say this Gita is full of contradictions. Therefore, Gita should be studied only by the teachers. This knowledge is not that gross that you can get the newspaper knowledge. So now because you studied, now you can say how these contradictory things are right. On one hand you say I am the doer, on another hand he is not doer. So he is doer from the angle of Maya, but he is non-doer from his own essential nature. Well, how did you know that? I only knew through Shruti. This Shruti talks about Ishwar. Many Shrutis talk about that. Kenopanishad also, you have heard. There are 4 sections in Kenopanishad. I am just repeating. You have to go into it. So first section was about the Brahman. Which Brahman? Na tatra chakshur gacchati न वाग् गच्छति, नो मनः, न विद्मः, न विजानीम, यथा एतत् अनुशिष्यात्. Their eyes cannot go, which is the Shrotrasya Shrotram Manaso Manoyat Vachoha Vacham, which is the subject of all. This was the first portion, if you remember. Then second portion was Yasya Matam Tasya Matam Matam Yasya Navedasaha. It cannot be conceived. This is pure Brahman. The third portion of the Kenopanishad, Brahma Deve Pyo Vijigye. Like Vijigye word. The first line there was a Devasur Sangram. See, the Dwari Ishvara has come now. First portion said cannot be objectified. Third section of same Upanishad says Brahma Devebhyo Vijigye. The Vibhyo is for fourth case. That Brahman or Ishwar got the victory for the Devatas. Ab here the Ishwar aspect, doer aspect of the Ishwar is mentioned. Remember, sometimes Ishwar just means Brahman only. Sometimes Brahman just means doer Ishwar also. These two words are used in all manners. I am repeating it. Sometimes Ishwar word is only used for pure Brahman. And sometimes Brahman word is used for Ishwar, which is the doer, like in Kenopanishad. Here that did not say Ishwar ha devebhyo vijigye. There it is said Brahma ha devebhyo vijigye. That Brahman that make the Devatas victorious. And the Devatas thought it is my victory. And they started celebrating it. And then Yaksh came. Remember that? And then Uma came. This is the third section of Kenopanishad. So you have to keep on searching how with conditioning Ishwar has been used. Now, with the conditioning of Maya only, the Ishwar is the creator and everything we have. Without bringing Maya aspect, you cannot prove the Ishwaratva. And logically, if you start thinking logically, the Maya doesn't appear, the Maya is not there logically. Intellect is not able to know the Maya. Intellect cannot perceive the Maya. Got my point? If you don't bring Maya aspect, to know the Ishwar, remember one thing, two things are required. The nature of Brahman as propounded by Upanishads. Without knowing Brahman, you won't know Maya. What is Maya? And then Maya should be there. And this is where Shruti comes to help us. The nature of the Atma cannot be known by Anuman. Naisha tarkena matira apneya. And then there is no problem in getting that Ishwar. Okay. And then to that doer Ishwar, Bhagavan says in 11th chapter, that Dronamcha, Bhishmamcha, Dayadrathamcha, Tatha Karnam api Anyan Yodhaviran, Maya Hathastvam, Jahi Maryatishtha, Yudhyasi, Yuddhasvachitasi Ranesa Patnan. बोले I have already killed everybody. तो कोई ईश्वर बोल रहे हैं वहां. He is talking as a Brahman conditioned by Maya. And same Ishwar will talk, na datte kasachit papam na chaiva sukradasviku. Na datte kasachit papam na chaiva sukritam vibhu. I don't take anybody's sin. I don't take anybody's merit. Ajnanena vritam jnanam ten muyanti janatava. And the same Ishwar will say in 9th chapter that patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati tadam bhakti aprutam ashnami. I eat it. Just now you said that. And now you are talking like that. And same Ishwar will say न च मत्स्थानि bhutani pashyami yogameshwar. There is no world in me. So you please get this, how the Shruti Smriti goes. And that means Nyaya has not considered that Ishwar. And therefore their Ishwar is Nimitta Karana and not the Upadana Karana. So that Ishwar is sasing. Because if Nimitta Karan is not the Upadan Karan, it is not Abhinna Nimitta Upadan Karan. It is only Nimitta Karan and not the Upadan Karan. Nyaya Ishwar is only Nimitta Karan and not Upadan Karan. But the proved Ishwar very vehemently, you know why? To refute Buddhists. To refute Buddhists at that time, बोले हमारे ईश्वर को तुम, you are touching my ईश्वर, I will prove that. And therefore, very heavy tark has been used, heavily, to refute the Bauddha. So their main attempt was to refute the Bauddha. So this is the one point. I hope all the points are clear now. Now you can say Ishwar has made the world. Now you can say he gives the fruit of action. And Bhagavan himself says, Ye yatha mam prapadyante tastataiv bhajamyaham. Ye yatha mam prapadyante means as they approach me, I also give them. Tastataiv bhajamyam means dadamyam. I express in that manner in front of that. If you approach the God as a karta, he will give fruit of action. If you approach the God as son and you say you become father, he will become father of heaven. If you see, you are my husband, he will become husband of Mira. Mama vartmanu vartante manushya partha sarvashaha. Okay, otherwise Ishwar will be a big problem. And therefore, all other people who don't accept this point, their Ishwar is always under threat. And therefore, they try not to put logic on Ishwar. If I say that Ishwar, who is not an Upadan Karan, then this question will be there, how he made, because he made the world, how he made the world. And if Upadan Karan was existing, what was that Upadan Karan? Desh Kal was already existing. Then what was the nature of Ishwar in Pralay? So there are series of unanswerable questions which they want to duck, and therefore they don't allow too much of discussions. Okay. So this is the problem with the, I hope you are understanding the Nyaya Ishwar and the Vedanta Ishwar. With the Vedanta Ishwar, there is no problem. And therefore, Satchidananda Rupaya Vishwotpatyadi Hetave. What Bhagavan Krishna says, now that we have heard Gita, Ajopi sanna vyatma bhutanam ishwaropi san. Ajopi, although I am unborn, and I am avyatma. Avyatma means partless. Partless atma. See what words he uses. Ajopi sannavyatma bhutanam ishwaropi san prakritim swam adhisthaya sambhavami atmayaya. Holding to my nature, I express myself. When you said that you are avyatma, you are partless, then how can you take a part? How can you manifest as avatar? Well, I am telling you, by atmaya, by maya. Only that means which is why Maya is not there. Yes. Only that partless one is correct, or this part is correct. That partless one is there. Anything by Maya is not correct. Please collect all these matter for Ishwar. So one is Ishwar Swarup, other is Ishwar Prabhav, and third is Ishwar Swabhav. So one is the essential nature of Ishwar is there. Where in Gita Bhagavan has said that I am of the nature of pure consciousness. Where he has said about his Prabhav. Prabhav means Karta Dharta, Tameva Kevalam Kartasi. Every day you chant Athar Sheesh, no? Om Namaste Ganapataye. Tameva pratyaksham tattamasi. Tameva kevalam kartasi. Lo. Tameva kevalam dhartasi. You are a sustainer. Tameva kevalam hartasi. You are a destroyer. Tameva sarvam kalvidam brahmasi. Tam sakshad atmasi nityam. Are you seeing both that? You are Atma also. तम ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोसी. लो, ये ब्रह्म पे आ गए. और फिर सुमेश्वर देखो, सर्वम जगदिदम तत्तो जायते, सर्वम जगदिदम तत्तस्तिष्ठति, सर्वम जगदिदम त्वयि लयमेष्यति. See, this is the point. I get surprised. Why didn't they read all these things? They are so great, great people. Why did they miss this point? Buddha used to say God's grace was not on. So anyway, so this point should be very, very clear. And let me tell you that this word Maya and consciousness, you cannot understand by your mind. You cannot try to understand by your mind. I'm not saying don't put reasoning. It is trans reasoning. It is beyond the reasoning. Somebody said, why? Because you are trying to understand the Maya. Or Maya, the very child of Maya is the intellect. The intellect cannot go to Maya and find out. And consciousness cannot be conceived by intellect. Then what shall I do? Then you have to go to the Shastra. Now I hope this point is clear. Please note, I have to put one or 2 points there. I will show you where Bhagavan Bhashakar. We are not undermining logic. We are not undermining logic. There may be misunderstanding that we are less logical than the Nyaya. It is not like that. We are not saying don't use logic. Logic is very, very important in Vedanta. You know why? Why? My logic is very important in Vedanta. Because of the wrong logic, only we are Jiva. So by logic, you cut another logic. By right logic, you cut a wrong logic. So logic is used to cut the wrong logic. This is one purpose of logic. And as I told few times, that Brahma Sutra is Nyaya Prasthan. It is logical analysis more. Logical analysis. It is not the Shruti Prasthan. So here we will use the logic to establish the validity of the Vedantic statements. So Shruti Mataha Tarko no Sandhiyatam. And why is Tark important in Vedanta? Here Bhashakar, I'll bring Bhashakar. He brought Karm Kand and Gyan Kand. What he says why logic is important now. Why logic is important. And he says that in Karm Kand, logic has a limited role to play. Why? Because when it is said, do this action. So you are doing the action, you know it, and then you have to do it. And after doing, the fruit of that action will come in some other desh, some other kal. So in Karm Kand, knowledge is suffixed by performance, and performance is to be weighted for fruit of action. So result will come in. So knowing has an indirect role, and the direct role doing has. Okay, this is the Karm Kand. I will show you where is it. So it is written, Karm Kand Sadhya Vishayatvat. Karm Kand deals with Sadhya. Sadhya means what? Which is in the future. So the fruit will be in the future. But when the moksha topic is discussed in Jnana Kand, so after knowing, I have told this point in Paravidya, there is no procedure to be followed and there is no future fruit which will come. In reservoir well I was taking Paravidya I did. Vedanta does not deal with some future event to be created. We are not talking about the moksha which we will get at some other point of time. After 10 years, I will get moksha. I am not talking about the moksha which has to be accomplished. Vedanta is talking about moksha which is to be claimed here and now. Okay? There is no doing involved. There is no waiting involved. बोले आज तो आत्मा समझ में आ गया. We will have to meditate and then see when we will have the knowledge. If somebody says like that, so understand that person has not understood Vedanta. And sadly, people think Vedanta is like that. Sadly or unfortunately, students of Vedanta I have seen, Brahmacharis I have seen, they say Vedanta we have understood. And now we have to practice it. तब क्या गड़बड़ हो गया? You are not understood Vedanta. That means Vedanta is not understood. So the Vedanta, when it is understood, there is no one to do anything to practice, and there is no world to be practiced into. The practiced world and the practitioner both get negated in the knowledge of the Atma, and only the self remains. And therefore there is no, Vedanta does not deal with sadhya vishay. It deals with siddha vishay. Here Bhashyakar will use the word bhut vastu vishay. Bhut vastu vishay means which is already there. Here only. It is now in me. Here only. And therefore there is no work involved to know something which is different than you. You can work on something which is other than you. You cannot work on Atma. Then what do you mean by that? Then we will use logic. But I don't have this experience. No, you don't have this experience because in your mind wrong vyaptis are sitting there. Your vyapti is yad drishyam tat satyam. Whatever is seen is true. Your vyapti is that yat karta aham karta. Your vyapti is that if body is doing the work, I am doing the work. Yat deham karoti, tat aham karomi. Your vyapti is this. Vyapti word I am using quite frequently, it is clear. Whatever body does, I do it. Your vyapti is manasa dukkham, mama dukkham bhavati. The sorrows of the mind is my sorrow. Dekho. The deep-rooted problems at the level of misunderstanding, not at the level of outer thing. Your vyapti is dehasya janma, mama janma bhavati. Yat deha janma, tat mam janma. Dehasya mrityu, mama mrityu bhavati. Your vyapti is dehasya sambandhina, mama sambandhina bhavanti. The relatives of the body are my relatives. These are the silently sitting vyaptis. In deep-rooted vyaptis are sitting there, which are born without thinking. which are born without investigating. Okay? And to knock off all those wrong notions, I will be heavily using the logic. I'm not shy of using logic. We will be tremendously, and therefore you heard, they say Vedanta is very logical. Vedanta is not, don't say Vedanta is logical. Vedanta is Atma only. To go to your Vedanta, we use the logic. What the difference? Vedanta, you don't put Vedanta into logic. When you say Vedanta is very logical, that means it is conceived by mind. It is conceived by intellect. This is not the point here. You are using a wrong. What is scientific here? Vedanta is very scientific. Not right. I am saying we are going to touch Vedantic principle by a aid called logic. Logic is an aid. Logic is an aid to remove the wrong vyaptis. Okay. This is just a instrument. Instrument is not the one through which I hold the instrument. Torch light is an instrument. What I show through that is not the torch light. I hope. One more point, I'll show you everything. He says there, in Vedanta there is no procedure involved. That you have the choice, shall I do it, not do it. Supposing I say, go and pluck the mango. So you have the choice, I will pluck, not pluck. I'll pluck 2 more mangoes. I'll pluck lychee also along with mango. So this is called Purush Tantra. This word has been used. But Vedanta, when it will say about Atma, you have no option. Shall I believe it or not believe it? Shall I do it or not do it? Should I take the Atma as what is the scripture is saying? When I say this is watch. So you have no option. Shall I believe it as a watch or something else? Topic is over there. Watch has to be seen as watch only. This has been. So the moksha in Vedanta. So we have the anubhav. To remove the wrong experience, we are going to tell about the right experience. Okay? So in Nyaya, moksha is posthumous. But the Vedanta moksha is now, here. So we have 2 extremes. What extremes are there? Nyaya only uses logic. Mimamsa only uses Shruti. There is no logic. Now in between comes the Vedanta, which uses the Nyaya to establish the Shruti. I hope you are clear. Now I will show the whole thing, where this is said in Vedanta. Okay. Please open page 49. I hope you understood what I said here. Now let us see each and every word. Vedanta, first line I am taking now, page 49. Vedanta vakyani hi sutraihi udaharatya vicharyante. He's saying to that the Ishwar is known by Anuman. And to refute that, he said, Vedanta Vakya Kusuma Gratanarthatvat Sutranam. The Sutra are all establishing the Vedanta Vakya. Sutra is thread which is holding the flower of the Vedantic statements. So it is Vedavyas Bhagavan is not proving anything by logic. He is not going to prove Brahma by logic. That was not the purpose of Vedavyas. So Sutra hi Vedanta Vakyani hi vicharyante. By the Sutra we are only discussing about the Vedanta Vakya. Then he says, Vakyartha vicharan adhyavasan nirvritta hi brahma avagati. Full stop. What he said? Vakyartha of adhyavasan. Adhyavasan means nischay, conviction. By the nischay of the meaning of the Vakya, Tattvamasi here, nirvritta. Nirvritta means Parisamapti, conclusion. What is the conclusion? Brahma, avagati. Avagati means knowledge. After discriminating about the Vedantic statements, we only come that some Brahman exists. Na tu swatantra tarkena. अच्छा, सत्सु tu वेदांत वाक्येषु. Satsu means होने पर. When the Vedanta Vakya is being decided, Jagatah Janmadi Karanavadishu. So, just now which has been said, birth of the from where the world is born, Tadartha Grahana Dadyaya. Tadarth means Vedantarth. For the strengthening of the meaning of Vedanta, Anuman api. देखो यहीं पे आया. This is what I am saying, that Bhashyakar will be using Anuman. See, where we should have it, everything has its own place. Don't put at a wrong place something. Don't unnecessarily put wrong place something. See how beautifully he is putting the point. Satsu tu Vedanta Vakyeshu Jagatah Janmadi Karanavadishu. Tad means Vedantarth. Grahana Dardhyaya Anumanam api. Anuman bhi, I also take support of the Anuman. I also take support of Anuman. Okay, I am also taking support of the Anuman Pramana. Something is kept there. I am just searching it and I felt it is here. And with the hand I felt. I am using the torch to see it. And torch is not independent. I already have experienced it. Somebody said it is there. I also feel it is there. But I am using the Anuman to ascertain. So what is it? Vedanta Vakya Avirodhi Pramanam. Not any logic. Because the Buddha also are highly logical. But all logic is Shruti Virodhi logic. That Atma is transient. Atma is Kshanik Vijnanvad. Shunyavad is there. Heavily logic. And what they say, there is no Atma. Or with every thought Atma comes, and after thought has gone, Atma has gone. I am not going. That is called Vedanta Virodhi logic. So Vedanta Vakya Avirodhi Pramanam Bhavat Na Nivaryate. So that Praman is not refuted. Bhavan means hote hue bhi. Bhavan na nivaryate. Shatru pratyay is there. Achha. Then Shrutya eva sahayatvena tarkasya. The tark being supportive of the Shruti. Tarkasya abhyupetatvat. Abhyupetatvat, that is accepted. That tark is accepted. Tathahi. He is quoting now. Shrutavyaha mantavya. Atma should be heard and done manan. So manan needs logic. Mantavya itself means that you have to use your logic to justify the Shruti. Then he says, itihi Shrutihi. Then he says, Pandito Medhavi. So here Medhavi itself means one who uses Medha. Medha. Medha means Uha Poha Vichakshana. What this word is comes in Vivek Chudamani. Uha Poha Vichakshana. What has to be left, I will leave. What has to be taken, I will take. Uha Poha Vichakshana. So, Gandharan eva upasampadyeta. Tam eva. So this comes in Chandogya Upanishad. Acharyavan Purusho Veda. I don't know you remember or not. In Chandok Upanishad, there is one person is there. The cats tied him. They blindfolded him. And after they took him in the jungle, looted everything. Thank God they didn't kill. So after, then they said this, then he left. We'll get out now. So he didn't know where to go now from the jungle. Then he asked his village that, can I know where is this village? Then they said, okay, this village is that side. So as you are in the unknown territory, you want to know. Similarly, this Brahman which is unknown is known only by the teacher who has known that. Acharvan Purusho Veda. So Pandito Medhavi. But this person also should be Medhavi. That means Bole Achar has said like that. How he has said like that? How is it true? So he has to use his own intellect. Why? Because problem is in him. Problem is not in teacher. Problem is intellectual here. So you have to sort it at intellectual level. Externally doing anything won't help a lot. He himself has to convince himself what is right and what is wrong. Teacher's area is over. He dispels the doubt, and after that it's your homework. If you have again doubt, again you can come to the teacher. But ultimately, I only have to sort the mental and emotional and intellectual problem. It is not a problem that I want a room and teacher can give a room. But here this is, and therefore, iticha purusha buddhi sahayam atmano darshati. So buddhi sahayam atmana means the Shruti is telling that how buddhi will be helping him. Iticha Shrutihi. Shruti is the word here. Shrutihi Purusha Buddhi Sahayam. So buddhi, that means logical analysis, will help you a lot. Achha. Now he is comparing the Karma Kand and Gyan Kand. Now what he says? Na dharma jigyasayam eva Shrutyadaya eva pramanam. Dekho. Like in the dharma jigyasayam means in the dharma jigyasa, in the Karma Kand, Shrutyadaya eva. They say, you do this havan, put the srava on the right and offer ghee. Don't ask any question. There is no intellectual analysis required there. Friends, why not to the right? Why not on that front? Will you put 2 drops? Well, I will put 5. No. Why? Because I have a lot. You cannot do all these things. So, Shruti, full stop. Then what? Perform. So, Shrutyadya eva pramanam. Brahma jigyasayam na will go with Brahma jigyasa. Then what? Kintu Shrutyadaya anubhavadayascha yatha sambhavam iha pramanam. So Shruti adaya anubhavadayascha. Anubhavadayas means yukti and anubhuti is also required. I'm wanting experience here. Here I'm not wanting to do something. So yatha sambhavam anumanam pramanam. So yatha sambhavam means as much as possible anuman praman will be taken. What will be there now? Anubhava avasanatva. Because the statement of the Gyan Kand should conclude in the knowledge of the self. Anubhava means what? Brahma Gyan. That I am a karta. This has been proved. In the class it was proved that you are non-doer because you are the seer. Because you are the one who was in the deep sleep also. And therefore you are not doing anything. And you are not having any form. Shruti has said like that. Achha. And now that experience will not require work outside. It will require more a logical analysis to understand it. And therefore, anubhav avasanatvat bhut vastu vishayatvacha. Bhut vastu means siddha vastu. It is already there. Brahma jnanasya. There is nothing more to do. Somebody is saying this is watch. I was not seeing the watch. And I knew this is watch. After that, nothing has to be done. So when the knowledge has been given that this Atma and Brahman, and you are not the doer, you are not the finite jiva, you are not the samsari jiva. After that, it is not the area of work. It is more area of investigation. It is the more area of knocking out the wrong notions. It is more the area of justifying the scriptural statement, how this was said. There is nowhere else to go and do something. There is no action involved. And there is no future fruit which will come after 1 year. I will know Vedantic statement. It's not like that. And therefore, two causes, anubhav avasanatvat and bhut vishayatvat. Therefore, you need a logic there to prove. What prove? Not to prove the Atma, but to disprove the Anatma in I am Atma. I am more involved in disproving the wrong I. I am using the logic to disprove the wrong I. Acha. Then he says, kartavyehi vishay na anubhava apekshaha. In the topic of the Karma Kand, there is no experience. It has been said, do this action. Why do did this? Only you will get heaven. Heaven I will get. I don't experience heaven now. So there is no intellectual change going there. There is no notional change involved in the Karma Kand. There is no problem of the Vyapti. I'm not attacking the Vyapti. I'm trying to create good fruits of action. Or I'm trying to create what is it called selfless action and purify my mind. Or I'm pleasing the God. I'm not logically dislodging some wrong notions in me. And therefore logic is not required. So don't ask why we should offer flower, bilpad to Lordship. You can only say because it is very dear to him. Why it is dear to him? Only what you like. I like sweet. Why? I don't know. So any liking, you cannot give the answer for that. Why Bilpatra? Why not red flower? Why red flower? So red flower to Deviji is offered because she is the sustainer, she is the destroyer, she is activity, Rajugun. You can give all these things. Then why to Ganeshji red flower? Why the Durva to Ganeshji? Because don't ask all these questions. This is not the area of questions. Are you getting this one? Kartavye hi vishe na anubhava apeksha astiti. Then Shrutyadi nam eva pramanyam. Eva means stop. Purusha adhinat. Purush means Purush Tantra. It is depending on you how you feel it. Purusha adhinat atmalabhatvacha kartavyasya. Atmalabh means that you are doing the action. Atma doesn't mean self. Atmalabhatvat means you are doing then completing the action. Then kartum akartum anyathava kartum shakyam laukikam cha karma. You can do it, you may not do it. It is up to you. You have option. But option of understanding is not there. If I say, get me a glass of water, you have the option of getting, not getting tea instead of water. But I will say, yeah, this is mic. You can't say anything else. No, but topic is over there. No, but I don't understand how this is mic. So then we have an intellectual problem. Then we'll use logic. But this is statement that this mic, you cannot do something else after that. But I think it is a camel. No. Then I will use the logic how the size of camel is different and how the mic is different. So he has given certain examples. Granati, he has given Karmakand statements are there. Iti viti pratishedha cha arthavantasyu vikalpa utsarga apavadacha. So there vikalp is there. Vikalp means option is there. You can do. And this is there. And then natu vastu evam naivasti asti va vikalpate. Something which is already there, there is no vikalp. It is there. Vikalpanastu purush buddhya apeksha. I already explained that. Nat vastu yathatma jnanam purusham apekshate. Whatever is there, you don't need any person to say it is there. It is there, it is there. Nobody has to prove it, it is there. Okay. Oh. And therefore he says, Kim tarhi vastu tantram eva tat nahi sthano ekasmin sthanurvar purusho va anya va iti tattu jnanam bhavati. If there is one, sthano means, that, what is it called? Pole. Pole is there. Somebody says, no, this is Purush, there is a man standing. Somebody says, this is something else. Actually, it is only pole only. By some people saying differently, it won't become difficult. Whatever is there, that is Tattva Gyan. Tatra Purusha Anyat Vaiti Mithyaganam. Other than if somebody sees this is the man on the pole, all that is wrong. Because where knowledge is involved, that is Vastu Tantra. Evam Bhut Vastu Vishyanam Pramanyam Vastu Tantram. So whatever is already there, it cannot be changed. Tatra evam sati Brahma Jnanam api Vastu Tantram eva Bhut Vastu Vishayatva. Bhut Vastu means what is already existing. I hope. Therefore, in Brahma Jnana, you cannot make something else. What is there is there. It is. And let me conclude. Therefore, it has an intellectual process to what? To remove the wrong notions about the Atma. And therefore, we will be using Anuman, a subsidiary to Shruti statement. This is the portion of Bhashya which I explained earlier. Almost this is concluded. Just 4 points about Adhikaran we will see tomorrow. 4 points of Adhikaran if you remember. Vishay, Samshay, Urpaksha, Uttarpaksha, Hal, and Sangati. This we will see. And then this sutra will be almost over. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Varabhyo Namo. Hari Om.